Hi, traders. Hi, warriors. Good NFP day to everybody. Uh, want to tell people that the NFP was pretty good trading action today, but I want to keep us focused and tell you that my campaign trade for 2025 is US dollar yen looking for 120. Yeah, you heard me right, 120 yen. So we caught some real nice shorting opportunities. On from the tops, but persisted. So we had to probe, take partials, and then protect, and then probe, take partials, and protect. And then finally, we had the breakdown of the triangle that I talked about last week. So the market really didn't recover much this week. When you see this rally from here, it's about 300 pips of an almost 800 pip decline. That's only 30, less than 38%. Okay, it's about 30%, 32%. So it couldn't even reach the minimum retracement level. Well, 23 is minimum, but 38 is a pretty weak rally. Could it try and rally from here up to 52 to 53? Sure, but I'm starting to doubt it by today's action and by the numbers. They were pretty strong. And what's happening in bond and yield markets, that the yen is on the verge of selling off pretty hard. Okay, you get this, it's a gift. And you know what? On taking the partials off this move, I have to ask you an important question, everyone who's listening to me. Did you hold your core position? Because you didn't get that 400 pip rally so far to get back in. That's why you hold your core position in case you don't get the tactical ability to sell a decent rally and the market's just so weak, it's not going to make it convenient for people that were on the other side of us to get in now by saying, oh, well, we'll take it back to the breakout. Your best trades are the ones that they don't give people a chance. It's like they're trapped. They were bullish US dollar yen. We'll see, maybe BOJ gives them a break next week. But again, let's go to the big picture here. And you have to go to your weekly chart for the big picture. And then I'll give you some shorter term stuff. So I was talking about employment. So this is what I do. In the older days, people worked in factories, and our grandfathers, or in my case, my grandfathers, yours, probably your great grandfathers, they'd get up in the morning and they'd go to factories and they'd work pretty hard. Of course, you could say that the financial industry could be a factory, but different. No shovels, phones are your tool instead of shovels, not really the tough work they used to do. So I just wanted at the end, we'll have a treat about work. So if you look at this weekly chart, a very big failing rally here. 140 is massive support. That's where we got this failing rally. We were shorting it in here and got picked off, and we didn't give up. We stayed persistent. We've been short for this decline. It couldn't even rally on the week, and the dollar looks like it may be turning right now. I'd short euro right now. Um, Stops over today's highs. It's failing from the rally it had earlier in the day, so you could probably stop it over. I think the high was 650. Let's see. Let me finish the yen chart. So, I'm looking for 140. Of course, there'll be stopping points along the way. So, but you don't let go of your core because you want to hold your core. I believe there'll be a big battle at 140. Maybe this is where we get a big rally or a meltdown under 140. This thing measures 118. So here's my campaign trade for 2024. Selling rips, not trading counter trend, selling rips and riding the US dollar yen down to the 120 area, adding on breakdowns, adding on rips. Everyone with me? Okay, so here's euro now. So we had the jobs number. We had an intraday rally. I'll pull up the 4 for you, and you can see that it's starting to fail already. So you could risk 106.50. I still am skeptical about the dollar being good from here. It's a real important level, but it looks like it survived the test. We were underneath it. We got to 560. I'm sure we cleaned out all the stops. We're good now. You could buy the dollar, risk the low right here. And if I'm right, through the rest of the month, you're going to see the dollar rally to new all-time highs, 108 and a half, 109.90 up there. So this is a pretty tight risk trade right now while I'm live, being long with risking the low in the dollar index. Give it tolerance. Everyone's going to have their stop 1 pip under the low. Don't let that be you. Give it 50 pips, 30 pips, although I don't think you'll have to. Do it anyway, so you form the habit of not being where everyone else's stops are. Okay, so that's my take on the dollar and yen, the campaign trade. I also want to mention, I've been right about yields falling. I thought they'd fall to, maybe 4%. Not sure about that. I did want to tell you to start really paying attention to nat gas again because of the commercial setup. And I'll show you the weekly on this because I think we could be at $6 or so sometime in 2025. So this is another campaign idea. Looks like we're pulling back into a bull flag, but the setup is that retail traders or small specs are real short, which is the opposite of what they've been. On other rallies like here, they've been net long and commercials been short. So there's no fuel because everyone was in the pool already and it sold off. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here, but not now. Now they're short, which is very unusual. I guess they want to see if they're the widow makers, but now a bull market might be the widow maker. So they're short right now while commercials are net long. It's the opposite extremes. Therefore, if commercials win and they could begin to squeeze retail shorts, there's plenty of buying fuel to take this for a breakout, be over 380 over this moving average on the weekly. So that's it. The campaign trade. We'll see. S&P's almost got to 6,100. They're not diverging. Some of my preferred shorts aren't doing bad. I'll find out. I might get blown out in NVIDIA. Let's see how it does today. NVIDIA, I was selling this rally, did it early, like at 44. And again yesterday, so we'll see, if it can blow me out, make a new high with the market. Google actually put in a very nice reversal day yesterday. So, we start getting under 170, I'll look for a continuation. So if they're going to hurt me on these positions, it should be the melt up this month. There is a measured move in NASDAQ to get to 22,000. So it's acting much better than S&P's. Maybe it has to do that. It's another 500 points. What would that be? Take the S&Ps up. S&Ps are struggling here, though, and I still contend that the carry trade's going to be a problem like it was back in July and August. Only, people had hope because they brought the yen back. They brought carry trade came back. But if I'm right about the yen, they're going to have to unwind it, and it will impact risk because they'll have to find another currency to carry their long purchases of stocks or any other asset that they're buying. Just want to talk about Bitcoin. I know everyone's talking about it. It's really getting wild. So this is what you look for in the top. See how the character of the market has changed? This was on the way to the top, the breakout. Now we're getting the violence. So there's an old expression that markets top with violence and they bottom when no one cares and they're silent. Bottoms in silence, tops with violence. So the violent phase is beginning here. just this measured move from here to above yesterday's highs, it was a $14,000 move. So 14 grand over this 104 gives you 116, 118. There were targets 126. Anyway, the key takeaway is we're entering the violent stage of this rally, which is always indicative of some type of topping action going on. I know I won't get fan mail for it, but I think that this top and the top in the indexes will be pretty close to each other. They don't have to do it the same day, but this kind of action is the beginning of violence in the market. So it's going to get crazy. So put on your seatbelts. And this is a little bit of the boss. The boss. Okay. Early in the morning, factory whistle blows. Man gets up and puts on his clothes. Man rises from bed and puts on his clothes. Man takes his lunch and walks into the morning sun. It's the work, just the work in life. It's the work, just the work in life. Have a great weekend, everyone. We're all working for you. Spread the word. I'll see everyone Monday. Good hunting. Adios. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings, and everyone has them. See you Monday.